RBI to issue as 5 coin on Golden Jubilee of 1965 Indo-Pak War. Reserve Bank of India has decided to issue coins of 5 rupees denomination to commemorate Golden Jubilee year of Indo-Pak War 1965. These coins will be issued under in the Coinage Act, 2011 and will be considered as legal tender. Government to develop Bodh Gaya as spiritual capital. Describing Bodh Gaya as the land of enlightenment, Prime Minister Narendra Modi said his government would develop the site as the spiritual capital for it to serve as a civilizational bond between India and the Buddhist world. The government of India would like to provide all possible support that its Buddhist cousin nations need for the satisfaction of their spiritual needs from this holiest of holy places for them, he said after visiting Mahabodhi Temple. Forward Markets Commission to be merged with SEBI with effect from 28 Sept 2015. Union Government on the 28th of August 2015 notified the merger of Commodities Market Regulator Forward Markets Commission, FMC, with Securities and Exchange Board of India. Its merging will be effective from the 28th of September 2015. For this purpose, the government repealed the Forward Contracts Regulation Act 1952 and made a way to shift the regulation of commodity derivatives market to SEBI under Securities Contracts Regulation Act 1956. ICICI Lombard in bancassurance tie-up with CSP. ICICI Lombard General Insurance has tied up with Catholic Syrian bank CSP for sale of its products through 431 branches of the bank. Through the bancassurance tie-up, the company will able to offer general insurance solutions to the bank's customer base in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka and Maharashtra. The 94-year-old Kerala-based bank has a strong presence in the southern and western parts of the country. West Central Railway becomes first zone to eliminate unmanned level crossings. The West Central Railway Zone headquartered in Jabalpur, Madhya Pradesh has become the first railway zone in Indian Railways to eliminate all unmanned level crossings. It is being considered as a big success in the safety initiative of Indian Railways as unmanned railway crossings continue to remain a death trap in India, as alone it had killed 126 people in 2014-15. India wins UNESCO Award for conserving Sri Vadakanartham Temple in Kerala. India has won the UNESCO Prize Award of Excellence 2015 for the conservation efforts of the Sri Vadakanartham Temple in Kerala. The top award was given in the Asia Pacific Heritage Award for Cultural Heritage Conservation. This award recognizes the conservation effort of sacred sites and its tangible attributes with conservation techniques emphasizing on architecture and construction. Union Government recognizes yoga as sports discipline. Union Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports has decided to recognize yoga as a sports discipline and place it in the priority category. RBI declared SBI and ICICI Bank as domestic systemically important banks. The Reserve Bank of India on the 31st of August 2015 declared State Bank of India and ICICI Bank as domestic systemically important banks in line with the DSIB framework released by the RBI on the 22nd of July 2014. These banks have been identified as DSIBs based on the methodology provided in the DSIB framework and data collected from banks as on the 31st of March 2015. Further, these banks have been put under associated bucket structure as required under the DSIB framework, and each bucket corresponds to the higher loss absorbency requirements that they would be required to hold from January 2016. As a result, SBI has been put under Bucket 3 with additional Common Equity Tier 1 requirements as a percentage of risk-weighted assets placed at 0.6%. On the other hand, ICICI Bank has been put under Bucket 1 with additional CIT 1 requirements as a percentage of risk-weighted assets, IWA, placed at 0.2%. IS damages ancient temple of Bel in Syria's Palmyra. Islamic State, IS, militant group has destroyed part of historical temple of Bel in the ancient site of Palmyra in Syria. The ancient temple was dedicated to the Palmyran gods and was one of the best preserved parts of the historical sites of Palmyra. L.C. Goyal appointed as CMD of India Trade Promotion Organisation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the 31st of August 2015 approved the appointment of L.C. Goyal as the Chairman and Managing Director of the Indian Trade Promotion Organisation. China, Pakistan launched joint Shaheen Eagle 4 air drill. China and its strategic partner Pakistan have launched a joint air exercise called Shaheen Eagle-4 in China. It is fourth edition of air exercise between the air forces of both countries, which was launched as part of a series of military exchange programs between two countries. Lewis Hamilton wins 2015 Italian Grand Prix of Formula One. Mercedes driver Lewis Hamilton of Britain won 2015 Italian Grand Prix of Formula One. This was his seventh victory of the season. His win for the season 2015 of Formula One began with Australian Grand Prix and later won Chinese Grand Prix, Bahrain Grand Prix, Canadian Grand Prix, British Grand Prix and Belgian Grand Prix. First position, Lewis Hamilton, Britain, of Mercedes. Second position, Sebastian Vettel, Germany, of Ferrari. Third position, Felipe Massa, Brazil, of Williams. DRDO names new Director General, first woman in the role. In a first, the Defense Research and Development Organization, DRDO, will have a woman scientist heading an important cluster with the high rank of a Director General. Jay Manjula has been appointed the new Director General. She will be one of the 7 DGs, who are heading different clusters within the DRDO, which has nearly 50 national laboratories and institutes under its network. Himachal Pradesh organized Organic Fair and Food Festival to boost organic farming. To promote organic farming in the state, the Himachal Pradesh government on the 8th of September 2015 organized a 3-day Organic Fair and Food Festival in the state. The Organic Fair and Food Festival was organized in Shimla, the capital city of Himachal Pradesh. The fair was organized by the Department of Agriculture in collaboration with the International Competence Center for Organic Agriculture. Sahara India's parabanking license scrapped by RBI. In a fresh setback to the beleaguered Sahara India para war, the Reserve Bank of India has cancelled the license of its holding company Sahara India Financial Corporation Limited, officials said on Tuesday. The action has been taken by the Department of Non-Banking Supervision of the RBI, in Kanpur. The move comes in wake of several irregularities and ignoring financial rules and regulations by Sahara, an official further informed. Weightlifter Deepak Ladha wins gold in 5th Youth Commonwealth Games. Indian weightlifters continued to make their presence felt on day 2 of the 5th Youth Commonwealth Games after Deepak Ladha won a gold in the 62 kg category. The Apurvi Chandler bags silver at ISSF World Cup final. Young Indian shooter Apurvi Chandler impressed again as she clinched the silver medal in women's 10 meters air rifle event of the ISSF Rifle and Pistol World Cup finals on Saturday. The 22-year-old Jaipur girl finished second on the podium after she tallied 206.9, just 0.6 behind Ahmadi Lahi of Iran, who won the gold medal with a tally of 207.5. Union Cabinet allows 100% FDI under automatic route for white label ATMs. The Union Cabinet has allowed 100% foreign direct investment, FDI, under the automatic route for white label ATM operations. Decision in this regard was taken in Union Cabinet meeting chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in New Delhi. This decision will expedite and ease FDI inflows in Laos, further giving a fillip to the government's ambitious effort to promote financial inclusion in the country, including the Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. Gandhi Peace Prize 2014 conferred on ISRO. President Pranab Mukherjee conferred the Gandhi Peace Prize for the year 2014 on Indian Space Research Organisation. ISRO Chairman A.S. Kiran Kumar on behalf of the organisation received the prize at a function held at Rashtrapati Bhavan in New Delhi. ISRO was chosen for the prestigious award in March 2015 for its contribution in development of space technology and satellite-based services, making space technology a catalyst of development of India and bringing societal transformation, and provided the service to the common man and nation. Gandhi Peace Prize is awarded annually to individuals and institutions for their contributions towards social, economic and political transformation through non-violence and other Gandhian methods. Union Cabinet approved introduction of gold monetization schemes. The Union Cabinet on the 9th of September 2015 approved introduction of gold monetization schemes that were announced by the Union Finance Minister Arun Jaitley in his 2015-16 budget speech. Under this initiative, revamped gold deposit scheme and the gold metal loan scheme will be implemented. These revamped schemes are in addition to the sovereign gold bond scheme as approved by the Cabinet. Revamped gold deposit scheme objectives: to mobilize the gold held by households and institutions in the country, to provide a fillip to the gems and jewelry sector in the country by making gold available as raw material on loan from banks, to reduce reliance on import of gold to meet the domestic demand. Haryana government sets minimum qualification for candidates in Panchayati Raj polls. Haryana Assembly has passed Haryana Panchayati Raj Bill 2015 that seeks to fix matriculation as minimum educational qualification for elections to Panchayati Raj institutions. With this, Haryana became second state in India after Rajasthan to fix educational and other qualifications for the candidates contesting Panchayat elections. Queen Elizabeth II becomes Britain's longest reigning monarch. Queen Elizabeth II on 9th of September 2015 became the longest reigning monarch of Britain and the longest reigning female monarch in history. She surpassed the previous record held by her great-great-grandmother, Queen Victoria, who had reigned 1000-year-old dynastical institution of Britain for more than 63 years and 7 months. It should be noted that presently Queen Elizabeth II is world's oldest living monarch. Pakistan SC ordered adoption of Urdu as official language. Supreme Court of Pakistan on the 8th of September 2015 ordered immediate adoption of Urdu as official language of the country. With this order, Urdu will be used as an official language at the government offices of Pakistan. The order was passed by a 3-member bench headed by Chief Justice Jawad Eskawa MBA while delivering judgment in a case. The petitioner advocate Kokab Iqbal through his petition wanted promotion and implementation of the national language. BSE has highest number of listed companies in the world. WFE, the World Federation of Exchanges, in the first week of September 2015, announced that the Bombay Stock Exchange has the highest number of listed companies in the world. By the end of June 2015, a total number of 5,689 companies were listed with the BSE. However, out of 5,689, only one company was a foreign company. Gujarat tops in ease of doing business in India, World Bank report. Gujarat has been placed to top position in World Bank's first ever ranking of states on the ease of doing business in India. The World Bank report titled Assessment of State Implementation of Business Reforms was released in New Delhi under the aegis of the Confederation of Indian Industry. The inaugural edition of report reflected the ease of doing business in all Indian states at sub-regional level. SBI Card launches credit card for online shopping. SBI Card, a leading credit card issuer, on Tuesday announced a strategic partnership with 7 of India's biggest e-commerce players for its newest offering, the Simply Clicks SBI Card. Malcolm Turnbull is sworn in as Australia's new Prime Minister. The party coup to install Malcolm Turnbull as Australia's 4th Prime Minister in just over 2 years has exposed deep unease about the resource-dependent country's sharply slowing economy and a political system that lets small groups of politicians oust elected leaders. Indian bankers top Fortune's most powerful women list. Bankers Chanda Kochhar and Arundhati Bhattacharya have been ranked as top 2 in a list of most powerful women in Asia Pacific prepared by the global magazine Fortune. Kochhar, 53, who heads the country's largest private sector lender ICICI Bank, has been ranked at the top, up from the 2nd position last year. AUSINDEX 15. First Australia and India maritime exercise begins in Visakhapatnam. Inaugural bilateral maritime exercise between India and Australia AUSINDEX 15, commenced off coast of Visakhapatnam. The inaugural biennial exercise began with briefings and practical demonstrations ashore between Royal Australian Navy and Indian Navy before moving to sea. AUSNDEX 15 naval exercise between navies of both countries is held in line with the Framework for Security Cooperation. The framework was announced by the Australian and Indian Prime Ministers in 2014. Leander Paes, Martina Hingis won US Open Mixed Doubles title 2015. Leander Paes and Swiss Martina Hingis won the US Open Mixed Doubles title 2015. This fourth-seeded Indo-Swiss pair defeated unseeded Americans Bethany Matk-Sands and Sam Querrey 6-4, 3-6, 10-7 in a tricky final which lasted for 1 hour and 17 minutes. The pair fired 32 winners and staved off 4 of 5 break points during the 77-minute affair. This is 17th Grand Slam crown for Paes. Russian astronaut record breaker Podolka returns to Earth. Russian astronaut Gennady Podolka has returned to Earth with the record for having spent the most time in space. The 57-year-old's latest mission lasted 168 days, bringing his total to 879 days in space over 5 trips. This is 2 months longer than the previous record set in 2005 by Russians Sergei Krikalev over 6 missions. Mr. Podolka and 2 other members from the International Space Station landed safely in Kazakhstan on their Soyuz spacecraft just before sunrise. Indian golfer Aditi Ashok claims Singer Thailand Amateur title. Aditi Ashok clinched the Singer Thailand Amateur Championship after carding a 1/73 to finish the tournament at 2 under 286, 5 shots ahead of Australian Jenai Goodwin and Thailand's Chakhan Singkamban. Pentagon sets up India Rapid Reaction Cell. The Pentagon has established a first-ever country special cell to speed up its defense ties with India and accelerate the process of co-development and co-production of high-tech military equipment in the country. Established soon after Defense Secretary Ashton Carter assumed Pentagon's leadership role in February, India Rapid Reaction Cell is headed by Keith Webster, Director, International Cooperation Office of the Under-Secretary of Defense for Acquisition, Technology and Logistics. India is the only country to have a specific cell of its kind inside the Pentagon. Currently, this cell has a staff of 7, representing various wings of the U.S. Department of Defense. Given the new thrust on India-U.S. defense relationship under Carter, officials say there are quite a few on the waiting list who have shown keen interest in working at the Pentagon's India Rapid Reaction Cell. Hangzhou to host 2022 Asian Games. The Chinese city of Hangzhou was confirmed on Wednesday as the host of the 2022 Asian Games, the Olympic Council of Asia announced at its General Assembly in Ashgabat. The capital of China's Zhejiang province, Hangzhou, was the sole bidder to stage the 19th edition of Asia's biggest multi-sports event. China has hosted the Asian Games twice before, at Beijing in 1990 and Guangzhou in 2010, and has already been awarded the Winter Olympics in 2022. China launches newly developed smaller version Long March 6 carrier rocket. China has successfully launched a newly developed smaller version of carrier rocket Long March 6 as part of the country's space program. It was launched from the base in the northern province of Shaanxi and was carrying 20 microsatellites into the space. It uses liquid propellant fuel composed of liquid oxygen and kerosene, which is purportedly pollution and toxicity free. These smaller rocket carriers will help to make China more competitive in the lucrative market for commercial satellite launches. Presently, China launches its own satellites along with satellites of other countries and commercial companies. China's Long March rocket family has been named after an epic journey by communist forces led by Mao Zedong escaping the then ruling Kuomintang in the 1930s. Sebastian Vettel wins 2015 Singapore Grand Prix of Formula One. Ferrari driver Sebastian Vettel from Germany has won 2015 Singapore Grand Prix of Formula One. The race was held on the Marina Bay Street Circuit, which is the first street circuit in Asia. It was overall 4th victory for Vettel in Singapore Grand Prix as he had earlier won in 2011. 2012 and 2013. This was his third victory of the season 2015. Earlier he had won Malaysian Grand Prix and Hungarian Grand Prix. Two Indian Coast Guard ships Sapova and C-421 commissioned. Indian Coast Guard has commissioned two new ships named Fast Patrol Vessel ICGS Sapova and Interceptor Boat C-421. The ships were commissioned by Vice Admiral S.P.S. Chima, Flag Officer Commanding-in-Chief of Western Naval Command of the Naval Dockyard in Mumbai, Maharashtra. Cow declared as national animal of Nepal. Cow was on the 20th of September 2015 declared as the national animal of Nepal as per the new secular constitution of Nepal unveiled by Nepalese President Rambaraniyadov at a special ceremony held in Parliament at Kathmandu. Cow is considered as a sacred animal to Hindus, and as Nepal is a Hindu country, therefore the Nepal's government have made cow the national animal. With this, the animal has constitutional protection and cow slaughter has also been banned. Marathi film court selected as India's official entree to Oscars. Critically acclaimed Marathi film court has been selected as India's official entry to the Best Foreign Language category of the 88th Academy Awards 2016. The film was shortlisted from 30 other films by a Film Federation of India jury headed by filmmaker and director Amil Palka. It should be noted that Court is third Marathi film to be shortlisted for India's official entree to Oscars. Volkswagen AG appoints Matthias Müller as new CEO. German automaker Volkswagen AG has appointed Matthias Müller as its new Chief Executive Officer, CEO. Prior to this appointment, he was serving as CEO of Volkswagen subsidiary Porsche AG. He will succeed Martin Winterkorn, who had resigned from office following an emissions cheating scandal described as a moral and political disaster. RBI governor has surprised with 50 bits per second cut. Most people expected a rate cut, but the expectations were for a 25 basis points cut. As many times in the past, the RBI governor has surprised the markets. This surprise is pleasant with the announcement of a 50 bits per second rate cut. But the message is clear. Banks need to pass on this rate cut to industry and consumers. The RBI governor is also indicating an easier posture going forward from RBI. It bodes well in terms of the timing of the decision. Since the US rate hike has been deferred, it is important to take advantage of this. Multiple factors have driven the decision, including the government's ability to handle the fiscal deficit right now. Reliance Defence inks strategic partnership with Emirates Defence Industries Company. Reliance Defence has signed a strategic memorandum of understanding with Emirates Defence Industries Company in defence sector. The MoU seeks to boost partnership between both countries for manufacturing, knowledge transfer, services and technology development from the United Arab Emirates. Both companies will partner to jointly explore the opportunity for manufacturing and building capabilities in aviation, defense vehicles and associated areas. PSLV successfully launches India's multi-wavelength space observatory AstroSat. ISRO on Monday successfully launched India's first astronomy satellite AstroSat, 11 years after the government cleared the project. A polar satellite launch vehicle carrying AstroSat and 6 other satellites lifted off from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota at 10 a.m. Pankaj Advani wins 2015 IBSF World Billiards Championship. India's ace-cuist Pankaj Advani has won 2015 IBSF World Billiards Championship in Adelaide, Australia. It was his overall 14th world title. He won 2015 IBSF World title by defeating Peter Gilchrist of Singapore by 1,168 points. September 27, World Tourism Day. Every year World Tourism Day is observed on September 27 to raise awareness about the importance of tourism. To mark 2015 WTD, Union Ministry of State for Tourism and Culture established a Medical Tourism and Wellness Board. The board will give a new shape to medical tourism, keeping in view its importance in the country. Union government also had declared free entry for tourists to nearly 200 ticketed monuments and museums across India except in Bihar as a part of celebrations of 2015 WTD. Abhinav Bindra wins gold in Asian Air Gun Championships. Ace Indian shooter Abhinav Bindra has clinched gold medal in the men's 10-meter air rifle event of the Asian Air Gun Championships held in New Delhi. Bindra shot 208.3 points to settle at first position ahead of Kazakhstan's Yurkov Fury, who is current world number 8, and Ujekul of South Korea.